up, everybody, and welcome to the beginning of our Madden 22 online connected franchise with the New England Patriots. I know what you guys are thinking. We just started an online CFM with the Houston Texans. What's going on here? Well, I suppose this may be good news to some that I've decided to join a second online CFM for Madden 22, and we have the New England Patriots for what is called the Universal Gaming League, or UGL for short. Now, obviously, the series with the Houston Texans in the Premier Madden League, that's pretty much going to be our main CFM, right? But this is not exactly going to be a side series by any means. Both CFMs that I'm in advance every 72 hours, so both series will be uploaded as frequently, and they both happen to be starting at the same time, so we'll be able to track our progress with the Patriots in this league and the Texans in the other league and see how things shake out. Obviously, the Patriots starting roster is a lot better than what we have to deal with in Houston, and we have no one that is requesting to be traded like Deshaun Watson in Houston. On the Patriots, we have our guy at the quarterback position, the most important position to build off of. We have Mac Jones, the 15th overall pick out of Alabama, already with star dev. That's our guy. And throughout this Patriots roster, there's a lot of guys with star development that we can commit to for years to come. Whether, you look at the cornerback position with Jones and Jackson, at the running back position with Damian Harris. The offensive line is absolutely stout on the Patriots, one of the best teams to start with offensive line-wise in the entire league, I suppose, right? There's maybe 2 or 3 teams that have a better offensive line set up. Even you look through the roster, you see some young guys like Josh Uche, outside linebacker, Kyle Duggar at strong safety. These are guys that we can really build, as opposed to the Houston Texans, a team with nomads, and we can't really develop many guys in year one. The Patriots, we got our plate set. It's just how much we can eat with these guys. And it's, like I said, it's not going to be as much of a challenge. I try to find a bigger rebuild team than the Patriots in this league, but the Patriots was the best team I could find that was available, but it should still be a fun challenge, right? And I suppose we'll get to see how we can do in a CFM with a team that is not completely depleted at the start, right? Also, I have no idea what the competition is like in this league. I'm completely new to it. We're going in blind in week 1, and we're going in blind against a division rival, the Miami Dolphins. So we're going to get a fair assessment of how we shake up in this league, I suppose, as we are underway with the 2021 NFL season. The New England Patriots in Gillette Stadium hosting the Miami Dolphins as the rookie Jalen Waddle takes the kick return. Second-year quarterback Tua Tagovailoa hooking up with Myles Gaskin out the backfield. That's the starting running back for the Dolphins. And that's the starting free safety for the New England Patriots, Devin McCourty on the interception. And right away, this Patriots defense, which should definitely be the strength of this team, looking stout as Mac Jones' first pass is going to be an incompletion. We had Steven Sims outside, unfortunately did not get the full work in, maybe a bit too late on the pass. Second down, this time Mac connects. That's his first career NFL pass, and it goes to the receiving back, the veteran James White. Mac dropping back one more time, finding one of the 2 new free agent acquisitions at the tight end position by the Patriots in real life, Hunter Henry, as Damian Harris trying to get into the end zone. An opening drive filled with promise, filled with poise, and ending in a touchdown. Damian Harris finding the end zone, and our Patriots are on the board. That looked pretty good. Defense, we got to stop right away. Offense, the only real hiccup was the incompletion that was just a little bit off on the timing, a little bit off on the reception by Steven Sims. And I think the one obvious weakness of the New England Patriots is at the wide receiver position, right? It's been that way for the past couple of years in real life. It's still that way for our Patriots here. Even the better guys on this roster, like Jacoby Myers, are not the fastest wide receivers, which don't make them good in Madden. And they don't even have star development. So it's guys that, I'm not even sure we can commit to, as that's going to be caught by Will Fuller. As opposed to this Miami Dolphins team that just has speed galore all around, as Tua Tagovailoa down low connecting with Will Fuller once again. Tua, besides the interception, 4 for 5 passing, looking to make it 5 for 6 on the run, across the body. Of course, Tua, the lefty, not able to get his feet set there, so that'll be an incompletion intended for Devontae Parker. Tua just gets it off, and he connects with Devontae Parker this time. This Patriots pass rush is not the best, right? It's a good run-stopping defense, great secondary. The pass rush is the weakness of this team, but this secondary is our strength. But I didn't exactly think this would be the man that would be making big plays. Let me introduce you to Shaun Wade as he introduces himself to the end zone. First career game, first career interception, first career touchdown for the 65 overall cornerback as we go up 14-0 halfway through the first quarter. By the way, 10-minute quarters in this CFM as well. Just like PML, the UGL also plays some pretty long games, and it could be a pretty long day for these Miami Dolphins if they cannot get their offense figured out. So you'll definitely notice that Stephon Gilmore is not on the team, as opposed to the Texans CFM that started off with week 1 rosters. This CFM started off with present day rosters, as of like when the CFM started. So that means that Stephon Gilmore was already traded to the Carolina Panthers. So we have a 6th-round pick from the Panthers, I suppose. Whoa, on 3rd down. Tua, not a great decision there. A little late on the pass. Just everything off on this Dolphins offense. And at the end of the day, that will result in a punt. You see Gunnar Olszewski. He's actually going to commit a penalty there. Trying to make the smart play to prevent the Gunnar from getting the ball so it could bounce into the end zone for a touchback, but unfortunately a little too handsy by Gunnar, so we'll start at our own 6-yard line as Jonnu Smith. That's the other big acquisition at the tight end position, Jonnu Smith, and here's an open man. That's Steven Sims as Eric Rowe hits the deck. Look at Sims fly. Can he go all the way? Steven Sims zigging, zagging, and in the end zone. Wow! Mac Jones delivers a 93-yard touchdown pass. I believe it officially is. And the Patriots, after the Nick Folk PAT, are now up 21-0. Holy cow, are we off to a hot start in this one. And in a divisional game, this is the kind of tempo that you want to set. You want to let everybody know if you want to win the AFC East, you have to go through our New England Patriots. Now, obviously, the Buffalo Bills, that's another story for another day that we'll have to worry about, as well as the New York Jets. We have to see what the Jets are made of. We actually played the Jets in week 2, so a lot to figure out for our Patriots, but so far, so good as we force the incompletion. Once again, Tua going to his right, not his strong side. He goes to the left there, finding Mike Gesicki wide open. The hit delivered, but not before Gesicki gets the easy first down. Middle of the field, Adrian Phillips, the veteran safety, with the interception, and Phillips on the run back. He's got some space. He's got Tua to beat. Oh, he got by Tua, but that's Albert Wilson, who missed all of 2020 by sitting because of the COVID protocols and all that. He didn't want to play with, the scare of COVID. He's back on the Dolphins. He makes a tackle to prevent the touchdown, but it's only momentarily as we find the end zone once again. Jonnu Smith, that'll count as a rushing touchdown for Jonnu on that jet sweep at the single back, and now we're up 28-0, and we still are not done with the first quarter yet. Absolute fireworks here in Gillette. A complete one-sided affair, and the Miami Dolphins not really even showing a pulse in this one. I mean, I would say it could get ugly. It's already gotten ugly, man. Like, as the Dolphins, they just need damage control right now. They just need to, slow things down, right? You're not going to get a 28-point play here. They're just going to have to plug away at it, but as you see, the Dolphins, despite all the speed that they have as they connect Will Fuller for by far their biggest passing play of the game, they haven't exactly used that speed besides on these underneath routes. Oh, and we were all over that one. That should have been picked. Instead, it's going to be a drop pick by Kyle Duggar, the second-year strong safety. 3rd down and goal, out the shotgun. Tua dropping back, looking to pass. Slants across the board. Watch out. Down goes Tua. That's a body built by Taco Bell. That's Matthew Judon with the sack, and that's a shank. No good. Jason Sanders cannot deliver the first points of the Dolphins season. Instead, it's all woes. It's all misery for Miami. Meanwhile, the Patriots continue to plug away. Mac Jones outside. Only 6 for 7 passing. Make that 7 for 8. But it's been an absolutely electric start in Mac Jones' NFL debut as, trying to get that off to James White, but I guess we put the commentator's jinx on Mac Jones there, and we really did, because now Mac Jones, back-to-back incompletions as the Dolphins pass rush has finally awoken, but it's not easy to get that quick pass rush against this Patriots offensive line, and it's really night and day. From playing with the Houston Texans to going to playing with the New England Patriots, how good this Patriots offensive line is. Look at them clearing the way. We even have a superstar right tackle, the former Patriot, now back on the team, Trent Brown. As look at Aguilar spinning it inside on the jet sweep 1 yard away. It's the Wildcat. It's Damian Harris looking to find the end zone once again. Oh, he should have gotten into the end zone there. Not great stick work by me, I suppose, but very next play outside. That's easy money. I believe my opponent came out in a goal line formation. He came out in a complete pinch as well, so that made the pitch completely exposed, and Damian Harris, easy money for that touchdown. We're out 35-0. At some point, we got to start thinking about how many points is too many points before, we get into blowout rule territories, because like I said, I am completely new to the CFM, and I'm not 100% sure what their rules are, because, there's a lot of unwritten rules when you enter a CFM, and one of them is what happens when you are in a blowout, whether you're the team that's down by 35 or, more importantly, the team that's up by 35. You have to show sportsmanship in pretty much any sim CFM, and that's got to be the same here. So at some point, we'll have to think about putting our foot off the gas pedal, as Tua right now, he's just trying to think about how to complete the pass to someone who's not on the New England Patriots. Tua dropping back. He'll go underneath. Oh, but doesn't quite have the arm strength to squeeze that into Will Fuller. That'll be incomplete. Second down. Tua rolling on the run. Watch out! No, that's not a pick. Jonathan Jones had it in his hands and looks like he had the footwork there. We might actually be able to challenge that play, but we'll just move on. It's 3rd down and 10, and Tua once again with the slants, finding Albert Wilson trying to get the touchdown. McCourty makes the tackle. 1st down and goal at the 2. Tunga Vailoa one more time, rolling to the right. He's going to throw back to the left with Judon in his face. He connects with Devontae Parker for the touchdown, as my opponent just continues to run a heavy dosage of slants and mesh. That seems to be all he's running on offense. It's a little weird. It hasn't really worked, but he's gotten a touchdown out of it, as Gunnar Olszewski on the kick return. He's lost the ball. It's recovered by the Miami Dolphins, and if there's any sort of chance for the Dolphins to get back into this game, this is the way to start. Get a touchdown, force a fumble. Gunnar Olszewski, he may not be our returner for much longer. What a play by Devin McCourty. That looked like it was going to be a touchdown to Fuller. Instead, 3rd down and 10 with McCourty on fire. Here's Tua looking, open man. That's Will Fuller yet again. And Will Fuller is going to get the 1st down, beating J.C. Jackson on that drag as Gaskins trying to find the end zone. He gets 1 of the 3 yards necessary to get in, but that'll be 5 yards backward. It looked like Gaskins was the man that got giddy there and jumped underneath. That's a hospital pass. That's incomplete. Now it's 3rd down and goal at the 7. This looked like a promising set of downs, but now Tua back against the wall. He'll try to make it happen himself. Going outside, Raekwon McMillan, the former Miami Dolphin, helping to make the tackle. Tua bruised, battered, and eventually has to give himself up. 4th down and goal. This time, Jason Sanders is good on the field goal. For Miami, it's points off of a turnover. You will take it, but more importantly for Miami, can they get a stop on the defensive end? Because whenever we've taken the field with Mac Jones and these Patriots, it's been cash as we find Nelson Aguilar underneath. Aguilar, he's suddenly become a journeyman out here, and he finds a home in New England, and he might as well be our #1 wide receiver on this roster as we find Jonnu Smith outside. Jonnu Smith is actually our starting slot wide receiver, so keep that in mind as Damian Harris outside. 2-minute drill. Let's see what Mac can do with his first 2-minute drill in the NFL. Look at Trent Brown trying to commit vicious acts against Xavier Howard. Oh, Damian Harris with the spin move nearly finds the end zone yet again. He's looking for the hat trick. He won't get it because that's Jonnu Smith for his 2nd touchdown in the game. 1 rushing. That's going to count as a reception. That's going to count as a touchdown for Mac Jones. And most importantly, 1 more touchdown for the New England Patriots. That 10-0 run by the Miami Dolphins, if you thought there was any substance to it, I think we might have cooled out the fire right there if there was ever even a flame, as this should take us to the end of the first half, and it does. No halftime show for the CFM. Halftime show, that's a PML thing only, man. I cannot do a halftime show for 2 weeks unless I get provided the clips. So somebody from the UGL provides me with clips, maybe we could do a halftime show, but for right now, we'll just hop into the second half here. And obviously with a 32-point lead in the second half, we're not going to be putting up an aerial assault. We're just going to try to keep it to short checkdowns and rushing the ball and chewing clock at this point of the game. Just take our week 1 victory, hopefully, unless we have a crazy collapse. 3rd down. Look at Damian Harris. That's pure muscle. And that's the thing about Damian Harris. He actually has 91 speed on our team, so he's not the slowest of backs, but he can definitely pack some power. He has 86 trucking. He's just about, not the master of anything, but he's good at just about everything, and that's good enough for us. It's 3rd down and 6. We go to Harris underneath. The one thing Harris doesn't exactly possess is great receiving skills, so we'll definitely try to get James White on 3rd downs as much as we possibly can on the field. So we end up punting the ball, I believe, for the first time, so yeah, that's a slight negative, but you know, it's a 32-point game. Like I said, we're going to be conservative, and right away, Tua throws the pick, and Shaun Wade had the pick 6. Oh, but I gave myself up by accident, hitting the Y button to try to click on and get the interception as we run it with Damian Harris. As day turns the night, it's getting dark and gloomy for the Miami Dolphins. The Patriots continue to pour it on. Damian Harris, there's your hat trick, and I think that might be the final play that we see from the starters of the Patriots offense, because at this point, I think we might just have to pull the starters, especially if we get one more defensive stop and bring in Jarrett Stidham and the backups. Is no chance of making that kickoff work. Big lag spike on the kickoff, so we end up kicking it out of bounds. Oh, watch out! It's Shaun Wade again! Shaun Wade, his 3rd interception! What an NFL debut for Shaun Wade! He's looking to go to distance again, and he will! Shaun Wade, 3 picks, 2 touchdowns, and it could have easily been 3 return touchdowns if we didn't accidentally give ourselves up on the last drive. My goodness, a 65 overall, playing like he deserves to be in the 99 club. Do I expect to see this from Shaun Wade every time? No, I didn't expect this in game 1. I thought that was an experiment that could easily go wrong. Oh man, we were all over that screen pass with McCourty, but man, Shaun Wade is showing out. A lot of people showing out on this roster, man. It would be more so like who's not showing out on this team. I don't know, man. From top to bottom, all 22 starters all balling out for the New England Patriots, and thus we're up by 46 points. Halfway through the 3rd quarter, by the way. We still have a lot of football to be played here as Tua, not a good pass there. Albert Wilson trying to adjust to catch the ball. It's going to be incomplete. 3rd down and 5, bluffing the blitz, dropping back into coverage. Are the Patriots? Whoa! Jonathan Jones misses the opportunity. Oh, Jones. That's the 2nd time he's missed out on a surefire interception. The one thing to know about this CFM is that they have custom sliders, and some of their sliders are pretty wonky. As you see, the backups are officially in. You got Stidham, Jacoby Myers is on the field. I think Gunnar Olszewski is on the field. So Ramondre Stevenson's on the field. So yeah, we're just purely going backups for the rest of this game. But yeah, some of the sliders include the interception sliders at 13, because the people who run this league, they want more dropped interceptions, I guess, to mimic real life football where guys don't always catch interceptions. I don't really know how to feel about it, because we've been dropping a couple of picks this game, but it is what it is. You just got to play with the rules that are set in front of you, and right now we're just going to play with our backups. As you see, Ramondre Stevenson. Stevenson's an interesting development project. I really like Ramondre Stevenson in real life for the New England Patriots. You know, like, he's huge running back. He's like 250, right? 250 pounds. Huge guy, and he plays like he's 250 pounds, and he's got a little bit of speed to him too, but in Madden, not so much. I think he only has 87 speed. I'm not sure what we can do with Ramondre Stevenson, but while we have him under a rookie contract, you know, we'll definitely have him in the mix, in the rotation. Like I said, Damian Harris and James White, those are our main guys. Brandon Bolden, you probably won't see him too much, though. If we ever have a James White injury, Brandon Bolden, he's a part of the Patriots system. You know, we'll have him going. And you see Ramondre Stevenson, he might be our blowout guy, I suppose. It's Jarrett Stidham. He's going to keep, and he's going to score. Jarrett Stidham absolutely fools the defense. I believe that was Wilkins that bit, and that's going to be Stidham that scores. One more, why not? The Patriots up 63-10 in this rivalry game. On opening day, the Patriots have come to play the Dolphins. Oh, no, not so much. Like I said, man, this Dolphins guy was playing weird. Right? Like, literally his entire offense, as he shows right here, is mesh. It's mesh and it's slants. I don't know. I don't understand it, man. Like, and every once in a while he wants to mix it up. He'll come out and play with a halfback angle route out the backfield, a Texas route. But yeah, I really didn't understand it at all, right? It's like, it didn't work, but it still wasn't really fun to play against, because he was just doing the same 2 concepts the whole game. It was weird. I didn't really know how to feel about it, right? Like, yeah, we're winning by a lot, but, like, man, switch it up a little bit, man. Like I said, it's a new league. I'm not sure if this is how everybody play in this league. Like, this is the status quo, but it was a weird debut into the CFM for sure, but I'm going to try to stick with this series as long as we can, you know, like we're in this for the long haul in the UGL, and at the very least, it looks like we'll be successful in this league, right? It looks like we'll be able to pick up more dubs than we will with our Houston Texans. At least that's my my post week one prediction here as we run it there, not incomplete, just running it, not getting too much. Check out Trent Brown though; he has nasty streak, one of his superstar abilities, pancaking a guy. So our 2 superstar guys on this roster are Devin McCourty, who I believe is Devin McCourty has an X Factor ability, and then we have Trent Brown at the right tackle position as a superstar. Otherwise, a lot of star development guys. So that means, we get a dev story on this team. There's a good chance we can build a superstar. And at the very least, guys with star development, they obviously develop faster. So that could be big for our Patriots for years down the road as we continue to grow into this roster, play with this roster, even get better with this roster. Because a lot of rookies on this team can really star for us. Mac Jones, Christian Barrymore at the defensive tackle position. For some reason, Sean Wade could be one of our guys. Even second-year guys, younger guys like Damian Harris out there can be big pieces for this team. We talked about Stevenson, another rookie out there. So, yeah, the future is definitely bright for the New England Patriots in the post-Tom Brady era. They've been looking for some spice to really turn things around, and I think we might be bringing that absolute hot sauce. Yeah, as you guys check out the stats here, we officially do get the victory. Shout out to Steven Sims, by the way. We took him off the Bills practice squad. Our receiver situation was that bad that I went to someone's practice squad, signed their guy, and started him on day 1. Because some of the guys like Kendrick Bourne and Jacoby Myers, I don't really see them as guys that we can build on in the future. Because at the very least, guys like that we can easily replace on the draft, right? Like with this Patriots team, we can definitely, especially with the way the scouting is, we can definitely send our top scouts to scout wide receivers, because that is the position that we need by far the most. A pass rusher could definitely be needed, but at the very least right now we got some veteran guys like Judon and Kyle Van Noy, even Dante Hightower can play some outside linebacker for us that we can mix in there. And then we got the youngster Josh Uche. So the coach, Jonathan Coachman out here looking to get us to not miss the playoffs once again, because obviously the Patriots missed the playoffs last season for the first time in since Tom Brady was on the team pretty much. So yeah, I don't really know how to answer this. I don't really know if it matters. It actually is going to matter, as you guys are going to see, and I feel like I picked the wrong answer here. Roster ratings -5 per loss. I'm not really sitting too hot about that. I should have roasted the coaching staff, but yeah, that's going to do it for this week 1 video. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are hyped for this second online CFM along with our Texans, subscribe for more Madden 21. Sorry about that. Do not subscribe if you're looking for more Madden 21 videos. Those are done. But if you want to see Madden 22 videos, I got you. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you as always for watching.